Next up, we have Maggie Tansor. I've known Maggie for many years, and she always lights up every room she is in, always smiling, making others laugh, or being the down-to-earth person she is. It's a pleasure to have her around. And a lot of us know Maggie as a talented singer and actress, so I say now let's all listen to what she has to say and learn about her as an amazing person too. Please welcome Maggie Tansor to the stage.
In November of 2024, the well-known musical-turned-movie sensation, Wicked, was released in theaters around the world. Now, I assume many of you are somewhat familiar with the plot, but if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I'm afraid you've been living under a rock and you should definitely do some research in your spare time. In early January of this year, Wicked received the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award at the 82nd Annual Golden Globes. In his acceptance speech for this award, director John Chu discussed the importance of making art such as this film in a time where we are surrounded with negativity and struggle and fear. He describes the making of this film as a radical act of optimism, which is a brave and intentional choice to believe in the good, to believe in the positive future ahead of us and actively work towards it instead of losing hope in those times of negativity and struggle. Now, this mindset of radical optimism isn't ignoring the bad and only focusing on the positive, because if we're all being honest with ourselves, that's not realistic. Instead, radical optimism is the ability to recognize and acknowledge the challenges and difficulties and overcome them. It's finding a glimmer, a small positive moment that sparks joy and makes you smile to get you through times of uncertainty and strain. My time at Baylor has been nothing short of incredible, but it took a significant amount of struggle to get to where I am now. Freshman year was a blur, and I had a really difficult time adjusting to high school. I was finding ways to get through those rough times, but let's just say they were far from glimmers. I used unhealthy coping mechanisms to deal with my anxiety and internal struggle. Sophomore year was a step up from 9th grade, but if I'm being honest, it wasn't much better. I was still facing obstacle after obstacle and traded one unhealthy coping mechanism for another. Slowly but surely, with the help of therapy and a little ADHD medication, I was able to get back on track for my junior and senior years. Yes, 11th and 12th grades are full of uncertainty about real life, life outside of Baylor, life on your own, but instead of letting that fear control me, I changed my outlook on my future. I would learn a valuable lesson about struggling. I can make it out. I chose to view my future with radical optimism. Growing up is scary, battling internal struggle is scary, but I knew that I could overcome these challenges I was facing and become better from them. These realizations helped me find light in darkness, but what helped me the most was finding my glimmers, my small positive moments that sparked joy in my life and gave me the confidence in myself to overcome challenge. Now, if you still don't know what a glimmer is, then don't worry, you haven't been living under a rock. It's a fairly new concept, so I thought I'd provide you all with some examples of glimmers. Playing 2 hours of pickleball with your friends on the weekend could be a glimmer. Escaping your own family once a week to have dinner with your best friend's family who values and supports your accomplishments as if you were their own kid is a glimmer. Going to a party after prom could be a glimmer too. Taking a spontaneous beach trip with a new group of friends and having the best vacation ever is another glimmer. Dancing with 9 new friends, listening to Taylor Swift at a Habitat for Humanity build could be a glimmer. Listening to music with the windows rolled down on the way to senior sunrise is a glimmer. Giving your mom a hug before bed is a glimmer. These are all small moments that have sparked joy in my life. They may seem insignificant to some of you, but as I have learned over the past 4 years, these glimmers are a reminder that there is always a light at the end of every tunnel. So, my message for you all today is this: it's okay to struggle. It's okay to be afraid of the future, afraid of going to college, afraid of getting that AP Human Geography test back. Shout out Miss Beeble. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves here to be the best artist or the best student or the best athlete. And sometimes we forget to take time for ourselves and let loose. So, find your glimmer. Find something that helps you create your own radical act of optimism. And if you don't know what that is yet, then be open to the possibility of something new and unexpected. I want each and every one of you to know that I see you and I believe in you, and most importantly, you will be okay. Thank you.